Okay, y'all, I am back with part two of how I was a victim of a robbery at a financial institution. So I think the last part I left off at was where the guy and I were tussling with the keys as I was sitting in the car. He was trying to get my keys and I was trying to leave and they were in the ignition. So we were like tussling. So the keys, he ended up winning. He ended up getting the keys. The keys slipped out of my hands and he just walked away. So he kind of like left me there. So I tried to get out of the car on the driver's side. This driver's side door was jammed, okay? So mind you, there's glass everywhere. So I try to crawl on the other side of to the passenger side because I couldn't get out the driver's side. So I crawl over, I get out, right? So I'm like, I get out the car, but I don't know what to do, right? So I'm looking for my coworker and she is not there. Like her car is still there, but she's not there. We were just like, everything just happened so fast. Like, I don't know where she went. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm out here by myself. Like, I don't see the man. Like he just took my keys. So I'm just like, what is happening? I was just in the twilight zone, honestly, at some point. So I ran around the financial institution building, and I was just trying to just see what was going on. So as I ran around, because I'm in the back where the employee door is, so I run all the way around, and so I go back where the drive-thru is at. So I'm running through the drive-thru, and I'm doing like this because I'm trying to like, if they're inside, like they should be able to see me if they're kind of like paying attention. So I get right back to where I was, okay? So my car right there, my coworker car right there, nobody's still right there, so I'm banging on the back door. Y'all, nobody's coming. This car pulls up and said, B, get in this car. Y'all know what B is. Y'all, when I say I ran for the border, I ran so fast. Mind you, back home, this is like April, it was like, still like, considered winter back home. Because it snows until like May. So I had on like this long like sweater thing. I had on these like black leather slip-on shoes with the toes out. So it had no support. So I'm running with basically not a shoe on, honestly. Because I ain't had no support. I'm just flopping around. So this is around rush hour time. I am so frantic at this point. This might sound real crazy, but I'm going to tell y'all exactly what was going on through my head. I'm like, I just want to get hit by a car. Because if I get hit by a car, they don't leave me alone. Like, the police gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. The ambulance gonna have to come. I'm either gonna die or I'm either gonna die that way, or I'm going to end up in a hospital hurt. But they won't be able to get me, and I'll be able to tell somebody that somebody's after me. I didn't know no other way to get help. Because now I'm being chased. I was being harassed outside of a car on foot. Now I'm being chased by cars, and this is just random. Y'all, so I literally ran through this traffic, y'all. When I say it was going down on that street, I literally ran through the traffic trying to get hit by a car. I made it to the other side. What am I supposed to do now? What am I gonna do? My plan failed. I was supposed to get hit by a car so they can get the ambulance, call the police, and I can get some help. So there was like a shed, and I saw the shed, and I'm like, let me get my phone out. At the time, all I could think of was to call my husband at the time. I'm like, let me just call him so he can come help me. And I was like, no, let me get away from this shed, because it was like, I didn't want nobody to like try to hurt me or kill me or rape me behind this shed. So I was thinking like, let me just get away from the shed, because I'm in a backyard of some apartment building. So I'm like, let me just go behind the apartment buildings. Well, I'm behind the apartment buildings. When I let me go by the apartment buildings and just like start knocking and banging on the window. So I went to the furthest apartment and I started banging on the door. Then I started banging on the window, trying to open the door. Y'all, I turn around like this, and he's standing right there. He's standing right there, and I just screamed so loud. And I tried to run. You know how the movies like they see like Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers or whoever, and they start running, and then they fall, and then they start crawling on they like that. That's what I did. That's what I did. I was that person. So stop judging people when y'all hear these crazy stories that really be happening and saying, well, why if they do that? They should have did that. Listen to me. You don't know what you will do until you're in that situation. The hydrogen, the energy, the not knowing, the surprises, it's just, yeah, movie is a movie, but in real life, yes, people be making decisions and you don't know why they're making that decision because that's kind of what comes to the top of their head at the moment. But literally falling, like that wasn't part of the plan, okay? Like them shoes, everything I had on is, man. So he grabs me and he is holding me. And I'm like, please, please, here, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. I think I had my purse and my phone. No, I had dropped my phone. But I had my purse. And so I'm like, here, you can just, I thought he was robbing me. So I'm like, just have what you want. And he was like, I was like, I love God, I love God. Please don't hurt me. I just kept saying, I love God. He was like, I love you too. He was like, so by this time I'm in his arms and we walking away. He's holding me and we're walking away from the apartment building. So we're like walking back towards like the direction of where the street was that I came from. So he had a gun, a machine Mac 10 on my side. And he was like, you say anything or you do anything, I'm going to kill you. And I'm just like, God, all I'm thinking about is my little baby girl. She wasn't even one. Thinking about my son. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, God, what is happening? Like, God, you have to save me. Like, you have to save me. And all I could think was, I'm not dying here. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving and dying. Like, they are not about to take me and do something to me. So next thing I know, I hear a voice from behind me. And the voice was like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I just started screaming. I said, help me! Help me! And then the guy, he just released me. He just released me. And he just kept walking the direction that we were already walking. He just kept going. And I turned around. Man, I ran like it was my mama calling me. I ran for my life. So she let me into the apartment building and she let me into her apartment. And y'all, the apartment was like empty. It was empty. All I saw was a Bible and I heard music. And guess what was playing? Donnie McClurkin, if you know, you know, a gospel artist. And the song goes, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got up. So this is playing, and I'm just like, I just feel the spirit of God in there. And I'm just scared. I'm frantic. I'm screaming. I'm telling her I just got robbed. I just got robbed. And I just didn't know what was going on in that moment. Like, I had no clue what was happening at all. Like, I'm so confused. I'm so scared. I just couldn't believe in that moment, I know God is real, but he literally sent an angel to save me. I don't know even at that moment how I got out of it. But I'm going to be back for part 3, okay, y'all? So hold on. I promise I'm not going to do as long as part 2. But I'm going to have part 3 ready for y'all because it's a story.